Hello Aquarius, and thank you so much for joining me on my channel GreenLion Goddess Tarot. This is your fortnightly reading for May the 1st through to the 15th. Oh, what have we got? The Pentacle Queen has just come out for you. Capricorn Throne. So looking at health and money straight off the bat with the Pentacle Queen, and she makes sure everything's in order. She looks after it all. There's nothing to worry about when she's around. She cares and nurtures for all your material resources and needs. And so she's fantastic energy to come around. It can be a perfect time to look after your health if you're really wanting to kind of get on top of that. Start a new exercise regime, or just be a bit healthier, however that might present, or just get better health, however that's coming. She will help you really find the motivation and the discipline to make some of those changes if you need that to come in. We have, wow, the Empress. Here comes the big guns, the feminine powerhouses. The Empress, Venus, Pisces, Libra, Taurus is coming in. Wow. So Venus rules love, but she's also about expansion and abundance. So anything to do with the physical and relationships, love relationships, the body, money. She's like the Pentacle Queen, but she's like the higher octave version of her. But with more added. It's like, lots more added. So, it's like, wow. Okay, Aquarius. I should just say quickly, we're just gone straight into this. This is a general reading, so just take what feels right, leave the rest. You're the master of your own energy. And if it does really resonate, there will be an extended reading. The link is in the description box below. And be sure to watch your sun, moon and rising as well, Aquarius, because it will give you like a bigger picture of what's going on for you. And if you enjoy this content and you'd like to support the channel, then please subscribe and share or leave a comment. So let's see what this is looking fantastic for you. I'm loving this. Very earthy energy as well, but really great for your body as well. So you could be feeling good, looking good, it's great. I'm just trying to pull you one more card, Aquarius. Oh, here it comes. Oh, the Three of Cups, Pluto, Cancer. Wow. Okay, beautiful energy. And this is celebration. This is celebration around this. Wow. Okay, around the divine feminine. And Pluto, Cancer is kind of saying it's safe now. Something is transformed. Something has deeply transformed in terms of your emotional life, and it's time to celebrate that now. So you are a different person now. You're a lot more grounded. You've got a different connection to your body. You've got things have expanded. So it's just like it's time to celebrate who you are, really. So, beautiful, beautiful coming through for you. Beautiful energy coming through, Aquarius. So, let's see. The Three of Swords. Well, I don't think we need to worry about that right now with these other three cards that are coming up. It's coming up to be cleared. The Three of Swords, it's like a wound that gets exposed to the air, to the elements, and the air needs some flow, needs to be refreshed. It's like something is being refreshed in your life on a heart level, so it can be healed. It can be bringing this new energy that helps kind of get rid of anything that might be stagnating. It helps heal it. Here you are, the King of Swords, crossing the Three of Swords. So let's see the beautiful happiness with the Ten of Cups. The Devil energy. That's also a Capricorn energy coming in. The Nine of Wands. And actually, interestingly, the Queen of Pentacles is the antidote to the Devil. So fascinating. The Chariot is coming through. I feel like you could be getting in your own way here. I mean, you're blocking getting hurt here with that Three of Swords. So that's kind of interesting. The Seven of Swords. The Queen of Swords. There might be a fear of being hurt. Don't want to be hurt again, because you've got the Chariot coming in here. That's a Cancer energy right next to the Cancer energy. So it could be a sense of in the past you felt really vulnerable and needed that protection and needed to feel safe. And now it's coming in saying, you know, you are there, you are safe. You're surrounded by the Capricorn, the Queen of Pentacles, the Empress energy. It's a safer energy. It's come back around, different energy, different time, different place. You're going to have the opportunity to overcome something here that may be scary. The Page of Swords may have been representing a wound or something that really hurt you. And the Four of Swords. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, the Five of Cups here. So, yeah, there's some intense stuff that's being worked through here, Aquarius. But it's letting go, being able to release something really strongly from the past and let that go and step into the future and really understand what that is going to be here. So the Three of Swords crossed by the King of Swords. As we spoke about, the Three of Swords is a wound, but the King of Swords is you. So it's kind of like, I don't want to be hurt. I'm going to stop myself from being hurt. But at the same time, it's stopping that Three of Swords from being exposed to the elements in order to be cleared. It can fester. Something can fester on a heart level where you've previously, where you've been hurt. It can be a pain, a loss that's in your heart that can be festering there. And it's very much, I understand, it's self-protection. It's like protecting yourself. You know, I'm standing right over that wound. I'm protecting that, standing in the way. So, yeah, I fully understand that. I get that totally. And in your conscious mind, you have the Ten of Cups. It's like, I just want to be happy. I just want my rainbow of happiness. I want to feel really happy and content in my life. And I want to be as happy as I can be. So maybe if I kind of squash that Three of Swords, I don't have to feel it. So this Three of Cups is very much, but it might be the fact that your happiness is in your conscious mind, which is where this card is presenting, is that there's something maybe niggling at you, because what's at the base is the Devil card. There's something's feeling stagnant and stuck. Something is kind of toxic because it's festering. Something is festering there with this Devil energy. I'm actually going to pull another card to go with him because, yeah, it's like, and this is what's so fantastic, is this is something that's probably been around for a while. This is the Devil. It's a deep down energy that's here. Really, it's like a big, dark kind of block that feels heavy. That could be kept very much on a physical level. It can be shame, it can be guilt, it can be any kind of negative or anger. It can be just sorrow. It can be any of those things that hasn't been able to be expressed for whatever reason, or to come up to the light. It's like, I want to keep you down there in the dark. And so that is actually, you know, right now what's happening is that, like I said, this Pentacle Queen is the antidote to the Devil. So right now what's coming in and what's coming around again, this issue is coming back to be revisited because the antidote to the poison is now being offered to you, whatever this poison is that's inside of you. And I want to say it, that's how they said to say it, antidote to the poison, because holding on to resentment, anger, fear, guilt, any of those, like even hurt, vulnerability, not wanting to open yourself up because of all of that, there is a sense that that can become like dis-ease. It can become like toxic. So yeah, the Queen of Pentacles, this energy here that is surrounding you and crowning you at the moment, is the antidote to that. It's the energy of self-care, of nurturing, of looking after your material resources, your home, your money, your body, your health, all of that sort of stuff, really caring. It's a very, very beautiful, caring energy. So this energy is around however it presents. It could present as a person that's coming in very much caring and loving. It can also just be an energy within yourself, because it's coming around with the Pluto Cancer. It's very much showing you're a different person now. So you can actually don't need to fear this anymore. And then it's right next to the Empress, which is Venus, which is love, how you love, who you love. And that's expanding into this beautiful, beautiful realm. And it's also comes with Pisces, which is the spirit of forgiveness as well. So, yeah, I mean, that Empress brings abundance with it. And that's why it's got this celebration here, because this can be an abundance block. It can be stopping yourself from, there's a part of you that hasn't allowed you to reach full happiness for whatever reason, or reach something because of something that, this fear. So it can be pure fear, the devil. So in the recent past, and that's why it's, I know it sounds intense and scary sometimes having these cards here, but they're just here to be brought up, to be cleared. And we go from the Three of Swords to the Four of Swords. So it clears and moves. It shifts. So that's fantastic. And in the recent past, we have the Nine of Wands. So this is kind of like, it might have been like, I'm tired of fighting this. I'm tired of this. When is this cycle going to end? It's gradually becoming more and more of a burden, to the point where you're almost thinking, I just can't do this anymore. So it's like something in your life just sick of the struggle, really, that's associated with this. So, I mean, this energy is very intense. It may not be for everybody. This reading, sometimes when you get these readings, they don't necessarily resonate with everybody. But, we all do have these fear blocks and this pain that we have to deal with, that we do kind of suppress. But that's just what's coming in this reading. But in the near future, we have the Chariot. And again, this is the Cancer energy, and it is making sense of a riddle, overcoming something. Really understanding, because it's interesting because the Sphinxes speak in riddles, and the Four of Swords is all about understanding things from a higher perspective. So it can be really a conflict resolution that has occurred here, understanding two different sides of the story, understanding two different perspectives, understanding where someone's coming from, even though you just might never understand why they did something, or you would never have done it yourself. It's just kind of getting they're just a very different person, or understanding the polarities, just two things or situations that just didn't mesh or get on. So whether this is people or situations, you and another situation, or you and another person. But the Chariot is conflicts ending in victory. And this can be internal conflict as well, around whether you want to release and open up to this, because it can be vulnerable. But I do want to pull another card for this devil energy. I'll leave the Five of Cups there because we haven't reached that yet. I want to see what else is underneath, because there's always, underneath the fear, there's always something else that's happening on a bigger level. So something positive that's happening, something is expanding in your world, and sometimes the first reaction is to be scared because it feels like it might open you up to be vulnerable. The Three of Pentacles coming in. So yeah, beautiful. I mean, this is really, you've got three threes here, the Three of Cups, the Three of Swords, the Three of Pentacles, and the Empress is the number 3. So this is, the number of manifestation as well. A lot of 3 is a very significant number in here. And the Three of Pentacles is about really accepting your unique gifts and abilities and seeing value for that in the world. So this devil energy might be squashed. You might have been where you were squashed somehow. Someone didn't appreciate or value you. And the value that comes in with Venus is expanding. So big time. So the Three of Pentacles could be that you didn't feel like you were valued within a group, or that people didn't notice you, or whatever this is harmony within a group situation. So it could have been a group conflict that's coming through. But ultimately what it is, yes, embracing a unique gift and ability or a skill that is being mastered and worked on and honed and needs recognition. And that is what's coming in here underneath this devil energy. And that will bring you a lot of happiness to be able to finally release this. It's kind of like, when you're a kid and someone says something, not even a teacher might say this and they're not even thinking, but they just might be like, your art isn't very good. You colour outside the lines. And that is in itself a toxic sentence to a young budding artist, because art is all about freedom of expression. But it was based on that person's limited understanding of what it was at the time. The teacher thought it was just you were meant to colour in the lines. Just an example. Nothing against teachers or anything like that, but it's just showing example how someone else's understanding and beliefs, and just a very innocuous sentence, can have a big effect on that child and can grow up thinking that they are not a worthy artist, that their style of expressing themselves was not of value because it didn't fit into that box, into the lines, and didn't fit into that norm of what was expected and what you should be doing. And your energy is all about breaking free of that, being unique, being the rebel, being, liberated from a lot of that energy. And so you can kind of really be progressive. And that's what's really at the base of this, with this Three of Pentacles, is really freeing an aspect of that up. And so that's why, you're presenting as the Seven of Swords. And this can be the self-saboteur. This can be self-deception coming in, the fact that you're kind of protecting yourself. And again, we can look at self-protection mechanisms and how they actually, are they really protecting you? What are they really doing? And there's a lot of work you could do. But this Seven of Swords can be also just wanting to get away from restrictions, wanting to get away from feeling like you have to fit in. I mean, this character is sneaking away from these tents, and these tents represent a military camp. And you can imagine the precision, the discipline, that you have to follow these rules. I don't know if any of you have been in the military, but I'm sure you will understand the concept of military and what it would be like to be in a military camp. And this is you kind of going, don't want to be there. Don't want to fit into that. Again, it's that same message. Don't want to fit into those rules and regulations. Want to do my own thing. Want to be unique. So it's really breaking free. And it may be that with the Seven of Swords, you need to be a bit discreet about it, or you just need to escape and get away from a situation. And you're just like, I need my freedom. But, the energy surrounding you is the Queen of Swords. So this is a beautiful Libra energy coming in. Your fellow air sign is coming in with the Venus energy as well. And it's all about understanding and clarity in terms of relationships. We've got the King and the Queen of Swords here. So, there's the need for mental balance that's coming through. So one part is clear. The Queen of Swords are heads above those clouds of fear and doubt. The path opens. So the path, there's an aspect within you, or something within your environment has opened up. There's an opening that has come in here, and there's been this mental clarity that something is now possible. You can go down this path. You can get away from this energy. And then, like I said, sometimes when things open up, you can have these fear responses immediately, like in comes the King of Swords and says, oh, no, maybe we can't go down that path because it might open us up to being, if we're going to be free and unique in ourselves, it might open us up to criticism or not being valued and feeling vulnerable again. So it is just, it's kind of this cycle, but I can actually see that what's happening is that it's all getting your head clear in the right place. So, you can overcome this with all these energies here. So with the hopes and fears, we have the Page of Swords, and this is get more information, learn more, get the details. There's so much, have an open mind about this because there's more to find out. So that's what waiting for some kind of news or information around this. So, yeah, the Page of Swords is like, be open-minded, have an open and curious childlike mind, be the student again, rather than being the master of the King of Swords. Take a step back and look at the situation from new, fresh eyes. That's kind of the Page of Swords, and it's kind of interesting that the outcome is actually the Four of Swords, which is fantastic. We go from the 3 to the 4, and really the healing that comes in, the progression from the 3 to the 4 and how it heals is because the 4, they put down those 3 of Swords. They let go of that hurt or detach from it for the moment, find some clarity and mental space to understand what stories are being told to yourself. Like, for example, this King of Swords might be saying, I'm not stepping into this opportunity this opening that's come up here, even though it's here with the Empress, the Queen of Pentacles and the Three of Cups. It's fantastic. It's a really good, promising opportunity. Oh, I'm going to get hurt again because blah, 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 it happened in the past and people don't understand me and I'm not valued and my art isn't good, or whatever line of thought you might go down, train of thought. And it's just looking at that and understanding that and taking some time out to shift your mindset with that and go, you know what? That may have happened once in the past. It doesn't mean it's going to happen now because the energy is very different now. I can see there's a lot more support coming in from the universe here, a lot more love, a lot more appreciation of self, a lot more expansion of self coming in here, a lot more value of self expanding and coming in here. Plus also just that was one person's perspective, one person's view. And even if it happened and you tried and failed, you've still got those building blocks. You can build them again and build them a different way and maybe build them a way that suits you in your more unique way this time. So this Four of Swords is really retelling the story, taking some time to maybe understand it on a deeper level. And there's a shift of mindset that comes through here. So this is where we're seeing with this Five of Cups that an energy that was stuck in the past, stuck in a past loss. This Four of Swords helps build the bridge to the future here. And that this character can turn around and look at the future and face the future rather than blocking it and having too much fear, to turn around and actually go, look, there's 2 cups standing. There's actually like these things that things you can build upon. And there's all this potential. And it's in a different direction. So it's looking positively towards the future. So it's just an energy that was kind of an old energy, an old part of the old paradigm of the old, perhaps even related to the old Capricorn energy that we've been dismantling and going through. It can be the old way of doing things. And really overall, the Aquarian way is stepping into the new. And this is what it's doing. It's saying, we're stepping into the new, we're just releasing a little bit of that old. And with that comes the celebration of the Three of Cups. So fantastic energy to come through. Oh, okay. That one just flew out. So what does this say? It says, I see my parents as tiny children who need love. I have compassion for my parents' childhoods. I now know that I chose them because they were perfect for what I had to learn. I forgive them and set them free, and I set myself free. And that just fits in so much with what we were talking about, whether it's a parent, a teacher, just an adult, whether it's even like a sister, a sibling, a brother, it could be anybody that has you've kind of taken on a limited belief about something. So, yeah, understanding that was just, for whatever reason, that was who they were. And it's, I'm going to read it again. I now know I chose them because they were perfect for what I had to learn. I forgive them and set them free. I set myself free. So, yeah, I mean, learning to really love and value yourself, those unique qualities of yourself. Okay, let's pull an animal spirit energy for you, Aquarius. The panther. And you know, I love this. The panther, you can see the panther in the dark. The panther is just looking at the devil and going, get out. I'm fierce. It's like taking on that shadow side and finding this real strength and fierceness, and expressing perhaps some of you like anger at a situation and just going, devil be gone, I don't need you anymore. So the Panther is like very much, you know, this very strong, intuitive night hunter that just goes through and can devour any aspects of the shadow that it wants to devour. So when it comes in, it's just this really powerful energy, and reclaiming your shadow and your wound and claiming it as your greatest gift. So that is the power of the Panther, the Black Panther. Beautiful. And eyes on the prize. Eyes on the prize with the Panther. So I'm going to finish it off with a charm for you, Aquarius. Very powerful card, that Panther. Amazing. Okay, what do we have? We have, it's like praying, I think, a little angel praying. Your prayers may be answered. And that's what that Four of Swords energy could be, praying as well. You can see that the figure is there with his hands together. So it is, ask for help for spirit or the angels or God or whoever, your soul, whatever you connect with, source energy. And I think that, ask for help, pray. Your prayers have been answered. So, yeah, it's beautiful, beautiful energy there coming through. Really lovely. And it's really childlike. And that is actually, it does come back to that thing of I do feel like this is something from your childhood, that maybe a part of your inner child has been praying for this to be healed and released to the world. And so even your inner child's prayers have been answered here. So, yeah, really beautiful, Aquarius. It's really, really, really sweet and lovely. So that's where I'm leaving this reading, Aquarius. I'm going to take it over to the extended reading now, where I'll pull out some clarifiers for this part of the reading and see what else you need to know. We'll also pull some more cards for the near future and the future beyond and see what else is coming through with all of this, get some more intuitive messages around everything. And then we're going to pull some cards specifically focusing on career, money, love and relationships and see what comes out there. So I'd love it if you come over, because it's always more comes out in that reading. And sometimes I just wish, everybody could see this. But with this one, I feel like there's just more to this story. So I'm intrigued to know what's coming out in the extended. So if you do want to come over, and I'd love it if you do, the link is in the description box below. Just click on that and it takes you over to Vimeo. And I usually pin the link to the comments as well. But if this is where we're leaving each other, Aquarius, thank you so much for joining me. It's actually a very, very heartfelt and beautiful reading that you've had today. I actually love your reading. So thank you so much for joining me. And if you enjoyed this content, please like, subscribe, leave a comment and take care. I'll see you next time. Bye.